Okay, YouTube, I'm back again for something I should have put in my second video, but I completely forgot. Here it is. I've been talking a lot about the ThunderMax and how well their company responded to me, but there are a few things I need to tell people that I didn't know when I bought mine, so I had to learn from it. But when you buy a ThunderMax auto tune system, you're buying a completely new ECM. That's what that is. This is the port that you hook your laptop to. So you're buying a completely new thing, and you can see it right there. The reason you're doing that is because they do not use Harley-Davidson's oxygen sensors in the exhaust system. They use their own. See if I can get down here and I'll show you. The one on the top is ThunderMax. The small one is Harley. So when you buy a ThunderMax auto tuner, you have to know that you're going to have to do some work or replace your header pipe on your motorcycle, because Harley-Davidson uses what I believe is a 12 millimeter sensor that goes into the exhaust, and ThunderMax uses an 18 millimeter sensor. So you have a few options. You can take your header pipe off, maybe take it to a muffler shop and have them change out the threadings and to where you can add a bigger sensor, or you can replace the header pipe. I chose to replace the header pipe because I wanted to remove the cat. So that's kind of, your choice, and it's up to you. But as far as the ThunderMax tuner goes, and I'd read a little bit about that, but now that I have it and I've had some conversation with ThunderMax, I know more about it now. When you buy a ThunderMax tuner, first thing you have to do is load a map to it. After you install it, you get power to it, you connect your laptop or your computer to it, you have to select a map. Something close to what you've got on your motorcycle, just to get it to start. Once it does that, and you ride it a little while, it starts to do what they call auto tuning. But what I did not know about auto tuning is it does not rewrite the map. It just makes changes as it's riding down the road. So once you get on your motorcycle, you ride it for a little while, you get off of it at a gas station or somewhere, you come back out, that bike is back to where it was when you left your garage. You have to go into the auto tune part of the software and have it take what it has learned and rewrite it to your map. So every time you get off your motorcycle, it's not going back to its original map that you downloaded from the very first time. That's something I didn't know. So when your bike is being rewritten to all of what it's learned, it keeps learning. But if you don't make it do that, then it's going to go back to its original map every time you start it and continue to make improvements, but you won't see it unless you're writing it. So that was something I didn't know, but I've went into the software, did the auto tune many times, rewritten against my map, and it's really made a difference on my motorcycle. The other thing that I learned from ThunderMax is, and I thought the loping of my motor was due to my cam. But that's not all accurate. The loping of the motor has a lot to do with the fact of all the changes they made between the Milwaukee 8 and the Big V Twin. In those changes, the Milwaukee 8 can idle at a lower RPM. So when you put it in an aftermarket cam and you can lower the RPM idle, you can make it lope. So I know the TTS sounds great, but from the way I understand it, there's a lot of cams out there that you can lower the RPM range and make it sound just like this. So your old traditional V-twin, big V-twins, they had to idle somewhere around 1,000 RPMs to stay running. This motor can idle at about 850. So it gives it that loping, barely running sound, but it has great throttle response, and it comes out of that low idle and you don't feel like your bike hesitates at all. So that is what's making it lope. I thought it was the cams. And if you use, your Redshift, you use S&S, TTS, Woods, whatever cam you're using, you lower that RPM range and your bike will lope. So that's not something that I knew. I thought it was the cam. So I know now that it was the programming that's doing that as much as it is the cams. So I just wish I would have put that in the other video. I wouldn't have to make 3 videos. But everything I learned about this, I will continue to share for those of you that want to use ThunderMax or use TTS 175 cam. Thanks.